So the Game Awards recently took place, and when Astrobot won Game of the Year, I was pretty shocked. I mean, I'm not complaining, the game's fun and silly. In fact, I wasn't even really hoping for any of the other nominees to win. But there's one game that came out this year that I believe stood above the rest. One game that really redefined indie boundaries, and that game is Nine Sols. Hear me out. I first played Nine Sols the day after release, and I finished it in about a week. But after completing it, I was cooked. I'm talking about a finishing arcane level of cooked. Unfortunately, the game got review bombed by Chinese nationalists when it came out, which hurt its launch a bit. It's not all bad news though. On September 26th, Moist Critical, or Charlie, decided to check it out. I think he liked it. That kinda helped it out. So it's infuriating to know that the game wasn't even nominated for Game of the Year or Indie Game of the Year. At least Steam still has some respect for it. So now that you know what the game's called, what is it actually? It's a 2D action platformer that resembles what most people would consider a Metroidvania. What sets it apart though is this. Sekiro's back. This satisfying mechanic changes your typical scaling. Instead of you essentially needing upgrades for certain bosses or areas, the only limit is your skill. Now, time for nitpicks. And this section is hard because of how good the game is. If you're a Hollow Knight fan, this is an Hollow Knight 2.0.
What?
You won't really find as much exploration and simplicity, and although this is something I personally like, I know some people may not be a fan of it. Secondly, the difficulty curve. This can all be boiled down to a skill issue, but the sudden increase in difficulty you experience at the final boss is a bit brutal. TLDR, if you haven't tried out Nine Sols already, go and do it. Click off this video. Seriously, like right now. Bye.